Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Cupid Parasite, continuing Jupiter's route, and I cheated. Not really. I pulled up the guide, even though there is really no need for a guide because it's just whatever, but I didn't want to see the titles of the chapters before. But now that we know that she is Jupiter, I didn't really look at the names of the titles, but I wanted to count them. We are in the middle of his route. That's just all I wanted to see. So I'm trying not to look at the name of the chapter titles. I was just like, blur of words. Okay, this is the one that we are. I didn't mind looking at the ones where we were. And then I counted, so we're kind of like in the middle. I just wanted to know where we were in his route. You know what I mean? So but I wanted to share that with you. I have to admit these things to you. So anyway, I could hardly sleep that night. I just kept on tossing and turning. I hate that I can't have Chi around anymore. If I could just bury my face into that fluffy hair of his, I'd be asleep in an instant. But Chi was actually Peter, and ever since he fell in love with me, he's just shut himself in his room every day. So I've been sleeping in my bed all alone, and it's making me feel restless. You know what? Just go sleep in his bed with him. Don't do that. Get consent first. It was like I had an emptiness in my soul, like a cold spot. What am I freaking weird? My knick-knacky things just like partially turned around. Oh my god! Oh, you know what it is? It's because I was adjusting things and moving things, and when I was putting up my freaking lights, all my shit kind of fell over. I was like, why is I have a sticker? It's a Howl's Moving Castle sticker that I got off Etsy. And Hal felt like have him stuck in a picture frame. Okay, but like not behind the glass. He's just kind of like tucked into the edges of the frame, and he kind of he fell. So I just had to fix him. You can't just lay on the ground. Anyway, my loft is fun. I've actually finished it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I have a couple little things I need to put up on the wall, but I need a double-sided tape. But I got all my like stickers and pictures and posters and game stuff and like everything's kind of out. And I'm like, it is. I come up here and I'm like, holy shit! It went from like blank walls to like there is not a single like ounce of wall that you can see. So yeah, the whole idea of like maybe I'll get like the peel off wallpaper and kind of put it up. Yeah, that's not happening because I would have to take up down so much shit. But so we're sitting up here, me and the bird, and it's like evening, but it's not dark out, but in the loft because the windows in the stairwell, and then that's it. It you'd need the light on up here, but I'm like, no, we're keeping the light off. So we've got like the light that's kind of coming through my window in my bedroom, even though my blinds are closed, but it's still like motherfucking daylight in there at all times because the blinds don't close. They're like normal like wood blinds, you know what I mean? But then there's also a street light out there, so it's always like day. But anyway, the setting sun's coming through the door into the hallway, and the front windows look out. So it's not dark in here, but then I got like all my lights on. I just love it. I just had to share. I love it so much. It's so cute. I posted pictures on Twitter like a couple of days before I actually finished everything. Actually, it was really only 2 days. I was like, it's coming along! And now it's like, I just slapped up everything else. Because it's taken me a long time to actually, like, I have stuff up here, or, like, unpack all of my stuff downstairs and decide. Because before, my living room, dining room area that's where I played, like, was one space, and that's where all my shit was. And now it's like, well, I got my living room area, the dining room area is just birds and my work desk. But, like, my living room area and then the loft area where I put all my game stuff, I'm like, oh, now I have to decide what goes where. So I was like unpacking all my stuff, keeping all my like acrylic stands, all my anime stuff, all my merch, like all that aside. Then afterward going, okay, I'll put some of these downstairs. This goes upstairs, but then maybe if I put some upstairs and then it doesn't fit, I bring it back down. I'm like, so it just took a long time to kind of like get through that mental process of like, the fuck do I actually bring upstairs? Like, what do I have upstairs? What stays downstairs? And like, so, but yeah. But and then like, I had boxes of stuff up here, and then I'm like, I don't feel like trying to do it. And then one day I was like, fuck it, I need to do it. And and here we are. So, like, it's fun. Anyway, so, I'm never gonna fall asleep! I let out a long sigh, then got out of bed and headed to the living room. I just love it in here. I come upstairs and I'm like, fuck, there's just so much shit everywhere. That's how I live. I'm a clutter bitch, and it's so much fun. I love it. Did I just read that line? I don't know. We got up and headed to the living room, right? Yeah, I let it alongside, got out of bed. Okay. And then there's Peter, gasping. I guess. I don't know. As I walked in, Peter and I locked eyes. I guess he couldn't sleep either. He was drinking something from his mug. I'm headed back to bed right now. Feel free to sit down and relax. Peter shot up and practically ran back into his room. Stop him. As the door closed, I felt that cold sensation again. I sat down in the chair and looked at the mug Peter had left behind. It was a glass of warm milk. I was only half drunk. He really didn't have to run back to his room like that. He could have sat here with me. I quietly drank the milk that was still left. It's so warm. The milk he'd just been drinking a few seconds ago. Warm, sweet, and extremely relaxing. The flavor was so gentle. Peter running away from me made my heart ache. It left me feeling so lonely. Lonely? Finally, I recognized the emotion I'd been feeling. I put a hand in my chest. Loneliness. I see. So this is what it feels like. I wanted to fall asleep hugging Chi, but I couldn't. I wanted to drink warm milk with Peter, but he was back in his room. So that's why I feel lonely. I just want everything to go back to the way it was. Can't we... Can things really go back to normal after the Cupid's bow effect wears off? What if he loses all interest in me? What if he leaves me all alone? Yeah, well... I took another sip of the milk. I thought about how much I wanted to avoid that. The warm milk suddenly went cold and the sweetness turned sour. Damn, your milk turns bad fast. I'm just kidding. Oh, look, his room's different. Actually, is it this exact same layout of Claris's room, but like our room is exactly the same. But like, I'm wondering if his is Claris / Gil's room, but just obviously the colors are different, but then it's like it's flipped. Is it mirrored? Because it looks totally different, and I don't know if it's just the colors or like it's because it's mirrored and the colors, and that's making it like fucking weird. Because like when it was Gil's room and Claris's room, you were like, oh, it's the exact same room, but like the decor is different. And now I'm like, is it the same room? Because there was the closet shelving like that, and then the thing over there by the bed, the wardrobe kind of had stuff on it, and then she had Pope. But I'm like, is it the exact same fucking thing, just mirrored? Because it's actually the one thing that's throwing me off a little. It's just kind of cool. Anyway, after I ran away from her, I closed the door to my room and sat down feeling pathetic. This is awful. I seriously can't even look at her face. As soon as I do, my heart begins to race and the urge to kiss her comes flooding in. And I'm sure if I kept looking, I'd want to do even more than that. So all I could do was jump up and run away like a coward. Which is what we're used to from you, to be honest. I love her so much. Aw, actually, look at his cute little face. He's got that little, like, smirk. Adorable little grin on his face with a little blush. It's so sweet. Stop it. She was so important to me, my heart started to hurt. I crouched down in front of my door, all alone. I want to kiss her. I want to bite her. I mean, I get it, but it's also very weird at the same time. You're like, I want to bite her. Wait. Like, my last thought was a surprise, but I had a pretty good idea what kind of desire it represented. But I can't admit that to myself. I decided a long time ago not to look at the other gods like that. I flopped down on the bed and desperately looked for a way to endure my desire. Should I just take care of the stress myself? Are we having this conversation, Jupiter? Because I'm slightly uncomfortable with this. But I tended to avoid that sort of thing, too. And that was something my older brother would do, but I didn't want to be like him. Emotions are so complicated. I bit the back of my hand, putting all my effort into relieving my desire that way. Okay. But I knew this passion would come flooding back as soon as I saw her again. I really wanted to go back to talking to her like usual, but I knew I couldn't. Look, you're just gonna have to just suck it up and get it on with me, okay? Because I have these conversations with you. I hear ever since everything happened to me. Everything happened. Matchmaking for as many clients as possible. Not that his voice is that much different than mine. It's just slightly like this, as opposed to like the literal Cupid acting as a love advisor in a human body. It's not as exciting as firing off arrows. Plus, wow, your marriage rate this high, and it's only two weeks. That's not a month. God damn it, Melissa. I don't know why I'm calling it Melissa now. I think we call it what? It's the highest. Your marriage rates this month in 2 weeks. I could royally fuck up in the next 2 weeks, okay? The paper was sitting there in front of me. I couldn't hide my surprise. The graph showed marriages from every advisor, and my bar was way higher than anyone else. I've never met such a talented advisor. Looks like you're a legendary rookie. You're gonna join the company after your internship is done, right? The CEO's gonna love you for sure. Yes, you did. She's right. And if you can keep up these kinds of profits, we'll get one heck of a bonus, too. I should get one heck of a bonus, bitch. Stop riding my coattails, Bethany. Her name was B, so that's what came out. I know Bridal Advisor A should be like Abigail or something, not Melissa, but I don't know. Melissa just popped into my head like a couple days ago when we were playing. All the advisors gathered around me, gushing about the graph. The highest in history, huh? Looking at my bar stretching across the paper, I couldn't help but smile. Needless to say, I was really happy. I'm glad I've been able to support so many couples. Thanks, everyone. I'll do my best to keep blazing through clients and matching as many as I can in the time I have left. Oh, you're so reliable. Well, I'll be counting on you. I'm not really sure I don't know what was happening with the voice. That was like all three of them put together. Okay. I got everyone lattes from Starbucks. Huh? What's going on? Oh, you won't believe it. Your girlfriend just broke a huge record. Can we call him our boyfriend still if he avoids me? Really? That's awesome. Peter's face lit up and he put his arms around my waist. Then, without warning, he suddenly lifted me up into the air. Congratulations, Spacey. You really are amazing. Aww. I can't believe you've helped so many couples get married. You really are a legendary Cupid. Come on. It's a little embarrassing doing this in front of everyone. Peter suddenly realized what he was doing and looked around. The sound effects in the background. God damn it, Norton! Fuck off! Every time I turn this fucking computer, it's like, we're doing things in the background. We're doing things in the background. I get it! You're doing shit in the background! Shut up! God, again! Norton! Seriously! Fuck the hell off! For God motherfucking sake! Ugh! God. Damn it, it's just annoying because I just see it out of the corner of my eye and I'm like, what's going on? And it's like, we're doing shit in the background. Okay, that's swell. I get it. You're doing shit in the background. Fuck the hell off and stop telling me 47 times in every 2 minutes. 47 times in 2 minutes. Swear to God. I mean, slight exaggeration, but like. Anyway. Oh, don't worry about us. You just go on and do your thing. Sorry about that. I just got so excited hearing you broke a record like that without using your divine artifact. He put me down, looking embarrassed. Seeing his dreamy, extremely Peter-like face, I burst out laughing. It's okay. Thank you, Peter. We just looked at each other and smiled. Obviously, nobody but us would understand the reference to a divine artifact. In that moment, I was happy to smile at him like two friends sharing a secret. Things were pretty awkward when he decided to sleep in the other room, but I felt like things were getting back to normal. Oh, not for long. Okay, I have to make sure to do my best again today. Now that I'd broken the company record, I wanted to break the national record, or even the entire world record! After all, I was the real Cupid. Celestia doesn't have its Cupid right now, so I at least have to work hard to match people together here in the human realm. Wow, I couldn't read that sentence. I continued to pretend to be human and did my best to bring people together. And then one day, 4 p.m., my desk. Great, these two seem to be doing well. They're planning to go on another date, and I'm sure there'll be a couple soon. Then I'll interview both of them again to make sure everything keeps going smoothly. Then after that, point info, staff info, thema info, trash, thema, system, staff, point. Huh. I was just reading we've never read the back of her desktop, so. I thought I heard someone call my name, so I quickly raised my head. But there was nobody there. Did I just imagine that? I looked back down at my paperwork. Huh? An email? Who could it be from? President Snail, be in my office at 5 tomorrow evening. We need to talk. Shelby Snail. What? Mr. Snail? Huh? Is everything okay? What? Oh, no, it's nothing. I quickly waved her away and tried to play it off, but like he wants me there at 5 p.m. Bitch, I'm clocked out! We have weird shifts here. This is the first time Mr. Snail has ever gotten in touch with me. What can you want with me? I thought about everything I'd done lately and couldn't think of anything I'd be in trouble for, except for that. I have that one top secret, something I can't tell anyone and that nobody would believe even if I did. I feel like this is very, like, deja vu-y to, like, the original. You know what I mean? When he was like, we're gonna have you work on the Parasite 5. You know what I mean? This is very much the beginning of the original game. That secret, of course, being that I'm Cupid. But there's no way he could know that, right? Gee! Peter flew over to me in his chi form. Peter had been staying in his chi form and sticking close to me quite a lot lately. Well, this form does make things less awkward, so I was worried he might be ignoring his work too much, but it seemed like nobody really noticed he wasn't around. That's because he's kind of useless and he breaks shit, so they're probably like, oh, thank God he's not here. Maybe he has some special divine beast power he was using to cloud their minds. Or maybe not, and now he's about to get fired. Oh, but if that was it, the president would have contacted him, not me. I tilted my head. The last time I'd even seen Mr. Snail was at my employee orientation. Not even a peep since then. Probably better that the CEO of the company doesn't, like, contact you constantly, especially being low on the totem pole like you are. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's strange. Geez, I'm really nervous. I really hope he hasn't found out I'm Cupid somehow. Maybe. I'm just, like, I understand that, like, does he know I'm Cupid? Maybe all the praise everyone gave me for having really high rates is probably why he's contacting me. I'm just saying. I'm pretty, like... Then, at 5 p.m. the following day, I'm not Cupid, I swear to God! Oh, you're just praising me because I did a great job. Oh, duh. Girl, duh. I mean, it's not hard to figure that one out. Oh, there you are. Mr. Snail greeted me as soon as I walked into his office. Yeah, and here we go. No. I was like, is this going to let me skip? Because this is exactly... We kind of went full circle. Well, this is weird now. We went from like, okay, like all that shit, that never happened anyway. So here we go. And now all of a sudden, we met everybody else in a different way, but we're back here and Shelby's like, oh, hey, yeah, thanks, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, we're back to the prologue of the original game, and I'm very confused. And sorry for making you come all this way. I'm not really sure why we needed the Shelby CG. Because, again, I feel like this is exactly the same conversation we had with him, but, I mean... Oh, it's no trouble. So, what can I do for you? Are you familiar with a particularly troublesome group of clients of ours, and the so-called Parasite 5? Oh, yes, I've heard a bit about them here and there. So even a new intern like you has heard about them. And would you mind taking a look at their profiles? I mean, it's slightly different because we weren't an intern, but like, it's basically the prologue of it. Are we gonna have to? We only have like, are we on the 9th chapter? We've got 8 or 9 after. Like, I'm not sure, but we're basically in the middle. So like, we don't. I don't think we got time for this. I mean, obviously it's gonna be a very abridged version, but it's still weird. Let's see. Mr. Snail handed me their paperwork, and I took a look. This is how we learn about all the different types of love. Wait, what? This says Gil Lovecraft. I remember seeing him at the matchmaking party, but I had no idea he was part of the Parasite 5. At least this time she's clued in, not like, Gil Lovecraft, interesting, Baltimore. Hey, all this information is exactly like my friend Gil, but it's totally a different one, I'm guessing. Instead of being like, oh, what? No, is it? I mean, your mind would be like, maybe it's a different Gil, but your first thought would be that person you know, not, I'm sure it's someone else. They're all, anyway. Which parasite could he be? Maybe the obsessed parasite? I know he's super into cars. I took a look at the other profiles. Raoul Aconite. I'm not reading them all again because we read them. I mean, we looked at them before. Oh, that's the actor! I saw him at that party too. Actually, he's just here researching a role. Oh, I see. Ryuki F.K. Sain. Hey, I know him too. I remember him going on about some weird rating system. I do love his sheet, though. It's all beautiful rainbow colors. Hometown, Japan. That's a home country, sweetie. But like, I mean, I get it, because you're not going to be like, you know, Baltimore, you know what I mean? But I mean, like, if he put Tokyo, Japan, you know what I mean? Like, you could have been from some, like, he was from Tokyo, right? But anyway, you could have been from some other, like, city or whatever in Japan that nobody is like, people are like, huh? Never heard of it. You know what I mean? It's like half the cities in the United States. You're like, I'm from Bumfuck. East Bumfuck. And people are like, where the hell's that? I don't know. There's like 6 of them. I'm from hell. Actually, Alan should have put that. And we would have been like, oh, Hell, Pennsylvania? Got it. Sadly. There's like a Salem in every fucking state. So you know what I mean? You couldn't even be Salem. People are like, oh, Massachusetts. No, Kansas. I don't know if there's really a Salem, Kansas, but I'm guessing there probably, I don't know. But you know what I mean? Like, but like, Japan. It's not a hometown. It's different. I'm just saying. Like, semantics. Anyway, Alan Melville. Wait, Professor Melville? And I love how it's no idea, don't remember, none of your damn business. Huh. Looking at the last profile, I tilted my head in confusion. The entire profile had been dutifully filled out in neat type. Everything except one thing. Mr. Snail, who is this? I don't see his name anywhere. I'm going to be honest with you. That profile belongs to the prestige parasite. In other words, me. Wow! He admitted it to us! Well, probably because we have no chance of dating him. And the whole point of, like, not knowing is like, oh, Monsieur Esse! And like, ha ha ha! And Owen and everything was the reveal that, I mean, you knew from the game, but like, the reveal to her that it was Shelby. And to make, like, the whole purpose of the game. So, like, him telling her now is like, well, I mean, we have no chance of we're falling in love with you this route, so. Poor Shelby. I feel bad for Shelby. You were the first round, and you were, like, the most bland character. I love Shelby. But for this game, he really is bland. You are white bread in a sea of all these fun, like, multigrains over here. You're like, oh, it's okay, Wonder Bread. Pats on the head. You just stay back there in the 80s. Okay? Like, do they still make Wonder Bread? The only thing about Wonder Bread that was entertaining is your weird little dot packaging that was kind of like an 80s circus. Okay. But you white ass white bread. You bland, you basic. But I love you. Not really white bread. But, you know, I mean, I'm just saying, like, Shelby is the blandest of the bland. And Shelby, you're basically unflavored yogurt, okay? Like, that's it. Everybody else has a flavor. You're not even vanilla yogurt, because vanilla yogurt's great. But, like, you are, like, unflavored. You're like the unscented candle. I bought this candle because I like the ambiance of candles, but it's unscented. Because I don't like, but why? Like, I get like with lotion, some people need unscented stuff because the scent stuff bothers your skin and stuff. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, Shelby, I love you so much, and I hate that the game made you so fucking boring that I forget you exist. You're like, all the love interests, there was another one. Owen? No. Wait. Oh, Shelby, right. Like, I feel so bad. Oh, I feel so bad because it makes me forget you. And then, like, we're here and I'm like, I remember enjoying your route and I like you, Shelby. But I honestly, Gil is more memorable than you, which is fucking weird. Because usually you're like, I just want to, characters like Gil are memorable because you're like, no, thanks. But Gil was at least entertaining. His route was good. They did a good job with a type of character trope that I just don't like. But, like, he's more memorable than Shelby, and I like Shelby better. I'm sorry. I know I've harped on this so much. I can't get over it. I can't get over how much I feel bad for Shelby in this. Anyway, where's Jupiter? Huh? I'm sorry. Could you repeat that? I must have misheard you. That profile sheet belongs to me. I'm the prestige parasite. But that would mean I also don't want to be involved with the Parasite 5 so that she has to find them love matches and then is like, thank God, Jupiter, we found all 5 of them girlfriends. I'm going to need you to back the fuck off and leave my boyfriends alone. You can find Gil a girlfriend, that's fine. But, like, and, like, I guess I wouldn't be too mad if you found Ryuki a girlfriend, because, like, okay, it gets a little iffy when we get to Shelby. Look, I already had to give up Owen to Melanie, okay? But if, like, Shelby finds someone else, going to be like, I don't, and then Raul and Alan, no. Now we're just crossing into go fuck yourself territory game. I know there are some people who like that. Like, I want the other love interest that we're not dating at the time to, like, be happy without us. And I'm like, nah, fuck that shit. They're mine. They belong to me. Only I date them. Okay? Every time I look around the room, I see something. I'm like, oh, I can't really see that. And I'm, like, adjusting my shit as we go. Anyway. But that would mean... And that's right. I'm not married. Never have been. I'm currently looking for a fitting wife. I was stunned by the sudden confession. Like, he may be boring, but still don't take my man away from me, okay? Mr. Snail isn't married, but his entire reputation is built around being a CEO that's devoted to his wife. Wow. You don't even have one yet. You're totally devoted to this imaginary woman. That's... Well, I mean, never mind. Calling all of us out right now. You're like, wow, you're devoted to an imaginary woman. I'm devoted to quite a few imaginary husbands. So, yeah. I mean, I get it. I feel like the game is making fun of us. They're like, haha, you and your 2D husbands. You know what? Rude. But true. Are you serious right now? Very much so. It all started from a simple misunderstanding, but it was on live TV, so I couldn't take it back. Our advertising agency decided to run with it and push me as the devoted CEO, but I'm tired of lying to everyone. So I decided to tell the truth. I talked it over with Mr. James, the original interviewer, and he offered a compromise. Mr. Snail took out another sheet of paper. The title at the top said, The Parasite 5 on the Hunt. Bad Boys Looking for Love. This is... I mentioned to Mr. James how I was part of what we were calling the Parasite 5. Right away, he said he wanted to make it a show. Oh, we're going back to this! Okay. He said that if I just said I'd been falling in love over and over but was too embarrassed to admit it, it'd look pathetic. I mentioned the idea to the other Parasite 5 members and they were all on board, and they were excited to give it a try. And Mr. Aconite's manager was more than willing. He said appearing on a limited TV series would be great PR for him. And so I asked some of our advisors to be on the show, since it was all about men looking for marriage, but every one of them refused. Frankly, none of them wanted to have anything to do with the Parasite 5. Well, I'm just an intern, so can't fuck this up any harder than all of you have. Not true! We know how good Tim is at typing. God damn it, Tim. Never give Tim a real job. Maybe that's why he can't type, because he's just an intern. I don't know. Mr. Snail let out a huge sigh. And who can blame them? And the whole issue with our group is that we're so problematic, none of the advisors could find matches for us. Well, especially because you send Owen to go on dates for you, which is weird. And they naturally felt like no matter what they did or said, they wouldn't be able to get through to us. Well, right, because Raoul is only doing it for a movie role. Gil can't get over me. Ryuki doesn't see 90% of the people in front of him. You are dating by proxy, and Alan just wants to eat the dreams of women in relationships. So, like, I'm just saying! But you're looking for marriage? Because I don't really think any of you are. Yeah, anyway. They're really that much trouble? Even Gil and Professor Melville and... I don't recall causing any problems myself, although I did make Owen act as a kind of surrogate, so... Wait, you mean Mr. Harriet, your secretary? That's right. He was my representative. He went on all my dates and wrote all my follow-up correspondence. So Owen was dating these women, basically. No wonder why Owen is sad and lonely. Obviously, that was destined to fail. And speaking of which, Owen told me he recently found a girlfriend thanks to your help. The game already took Owen away from me, and the game is going to take the rest of my boyfriends, and I'm supposed to be happy about it? Oh, they became a couple, huh? Indeed. He said you helped him figure out how to ask her out without immediately running away. He looked very happy. Will you go out with me? And then runs away. We should try that shit on Jupiter, because he's really bad at talking to women. I'm glad to hear that, at least. I made a mental note to congratulate him next time I saw him. I was really happy they managed to get together. I heard you've been doing a remarkable job in general lately. In fact, you shattered our single-month marriage record. And to be honest, I've never seen such a talented intern. Which is why I decided to ask you to deal with the Parasite 5. Like, well, I guess I can marry all of you. Alright, harem house, here we come. Look, I like the Parasite harem ending, okay? That was not a bad ending, that's the best ending. Except, okay, it's like, it's an A-. It'd be an A+ ending, but we didn't get Jupiter/Peter married to us too. So, like, it'd be better if that, 6 husbandos are better than 1. I'm just saying. That's why we have to keep building wings in the Mental Man harem for all of our fucking husbands. God damn it, games. Anyway. I'm still working up the nerve to admit the truth about myself. I'm hoping you can help support me with that. Mr. Snail gave me a long look. I could tell this was really bothering him, so I nodded my agreement. You can leave it to me. I'm sure I can do it. You think so? I'm glad to hear that. Oh, well then, could you come with me? I've already gathered them together. Except now it's going to be that same scene, but without Clarice. Wait, what? Wait, what? Huh? What? As I entered the workshop suite with Mr. Snail, I was first greeted by Gil's surprised face, then some kind of spray. Oh, right, Ryuki. What the? Your skin is far too dry. You should always carry some hydrating mist with you. I miss this little bitch. What are you? Except for he's tall, but he looks like he should be like 5'4". You know, he looks like he should be little. But he's like tall and gangly instead of like small and petite. I like him tall and lanky, so like I'm okay with this. But like, oh. Hey, you're Alan Millville, right? You stole my girlfriend! I like that this is basically the entire beginning of the fucking game.
I hate that word, stole. It was more like sharing. And it was completely consensual, trust me.
What? That tree kind of reminds me of Yggdrasil. Not the one from Norse mythology, of course. More like... I fucking love Raoul so much. God, I love him so fucking much. Oh, I love that big dumb idiot. Oh, all I could do in that chaos was scream. And that's how my Parasite 5 intern challenge began. I don't want to find him girlfriends, though. That makes me sad. I mean, I want them to be happy, but happy with me living in the man harem. The annoying Parasite 6. Nice. After that, I was busy preparing for the Parasite 5 every day. Sorry to keep you waiting. This is the proposal for the program of the Parasite 5 at... Wait, none of them are here. Why? Oh, the Parasite 5? All of them left. They said they've got plans. What? Why? I love this. Then for today, let's have the first meeting of the Parasite 5 and the other cats. Wait, where are the women? Why are they gone?
Oh, sorry. All of them left.
What did you do? What? What did you do to them? Gee! It was frightening. The ladies started to fight over Alan Melville, and then they all said that they quit, and then they left the room. What? Professor Melville, what did you do to start a fight?
I know it's not only my fault. Kayslane sprayed them again a few minutes ago, and they left looking like demons. By the way, since we're not in a professor-student relationship now, will you refer to me as Alan, our darling?
I'll just call you Mr. Melville then. In any case, Ryuki, did you spray your mist at the women again? There were women here. I miss these motherfuckers. God, I love this game so much. Listen, I don't think that the Roswell incident was about UFOs at all. It was actually a modern-day Ragnarok event. Fucking love him. God, I love them all. Was this all my fault? Whenever they ask what my ideal woman is like, I can't help but tell the truth. Did something happen? All of the female cast members for the Parasite 5 left. Didn't you notice, Mr. Snail? I was concentrating on my work. Sorry. They're like, hi, hello? Oh, please, we're filming tomorrow! Guess it can't be helped. Let's film with only the men. Wait, will that work? If we gather more girls at this rate, I'm sure a terrible accident will occur during filming, so let's change the contents. Let's call it Utterly Hopeless Single Guys Searching for Love Through TV. Call us if you're interested in them. That sounds awesome. I'd watch it. Like, that is the worst title ever. Of course, Raoul likes it. Dang it, Raoul, you're in it! I am? Cool! What are we talking about? Like this, we busily spent our prep time. Until finally, the day of reckoning, or rather the day we filmed the Parasite 5 had come. Bomber Chorizo again? Gee! Gee! On that day, I was flying through 2nd Avenue like my life depended on it. Oh no, I need to hurry or I won't make it in time. First of all, why did he ask me to buy a humidifier at the last minute? A damn glamour parasite. Ugh, it's so heavy, but I'd be slower in my human form. I still have 5 minutes left until filming starts. Poor Chi is sad, carrying a humidifier. He's probably got it strapped to his back. Somebody gets smacked in the back of the head by a flying humidifier. What the fuck? Hello to everyone out there in Lost York. Don't you dare touch that dial because it's time for the Parasite 5. I don't remember Bomber's voice, but it's something like this. Anyway, I'll be your host, everyone's favorite, Bomber Chorizo. Bomber Chorizo actually sounds like food. Isn't chorizo like or does it just sound something like a similar like food word? I don't know. Anyway. We've got a brand new show lined up for you today, and it's all about looking for love. You know what I'm talking about, right? Damn! It's kind of fun to be Bomber. It's just so over the top. Now me, I don't need anything like that. I've already decided to be permanently unattached. If any ladies want to try and change my mind. Oops, sorry, I got a little carried away there. Like I said, the theme of this show is finding true love. But this is no ordinary program. We got some problematic but smoking guys hoping to charm the pants off you, our viewers at home. You don't care if they're problematic? Oh, please, look at them before you say so. Hello, they're handsome. That's why we don't care if they're problematic. Like, oh, problematic, oh, they're hot. It's okay. I'll deal with it. This program is, of course, brought to you by Cupid Corporation. Now then, let me introduce you to our troublesome dudes. Whoops! I haven't introduced you to anybody yet. Leave the laughter for later. Now let's start the Parasite 5.
You know, I'm a little toasty up here too now, buddy.
First, the lovelorn parasite, Gil Lovecraft. It seems like he's still not over his broken heart and is still reeling from the trauma. He said he's in this program to find a new love. Be sure to send him plenty of support. Next, the glamour parasite, Ryuki F. Keisain. He's a fashionable boy who values the appearance more than anything else. He, a fashion designer, won't even acknowledge you if your looks fall below average. He claims to be here only because his sister said to. For him, marriage hunting is a part of training to become a first-class designer. Here's hoping you can find a match, bro. It's like fucking Maury. Next, your favorite, Raoul Aconite. Wow, listen to those cheers. Now that's Raoul Aconite, the super popular Sillywood star. But for those hoping to match with him, sorry, you'll have to forgive him for this, as he's participating for research purposes only. Thank God, so we don't have to have anybody steal our boyfriend except for fucking Auntie Minerva. Bitch!
Which I'm okay with. Not really. Like, I'll channel Minerva. Minerva, you and me, we can share him. Anyway.
Actually, no, I keep him.
Minerva, I kind of want to be you. And if you steal Raoul away from me, then maybe. But then I don't get Jupiter. I'm very confused. Anyway.
He's, of course, practicing for the newly announced Goddess on the Camel Part 2. Everyone cross your fingers for success. By the way, seems like he's the obsessed parasite. Look forward to what he's obsessed with. Next, the thieving parasite. They said that he loves to steal others' girlfriends. But he said he's participating in order to change himself. I hope you watch over him with gentle and forgiving hearts. Everybody booed. Poor Alan. And next we have... Like a bomber's like, what? Surprisingly, Mr. Shelby Snail, the CEO of Cupid Corporation! Are you surprised? Because I am. He was supposedly known for being a devoted husband, but it turns out he's the single prestige parasite. Today we have James, the commentator, here to clear up the misunderstanding. James, come on. Hi, to everyone watching Parasite 5, I'm James. First, please let me apologize. The reason why the CEO became known as a devoted husband is because I jumped to conclusions. You don't believe me, but it's true. Please take a look at the video of that time. Oh my God, we have to put the video down. Mr. Snail, you're the CEO of a marriage agency. I assume you have a wonderful family, but what do you do in your free time? Oh, and do you have meals together? Don't tell me you take a bath together. Please tell us how you spend your days off. My days off? Yes, do you cherish anniversaries? I'm sure this will invigorate your members, so please tell us. Well, about marriage. Marriage is great! That's wonderful! You're the CEO of Cupid Corps, the marriage agency, after all. Tell us about your marriage. Oh, well, the key to a peaceful married life is... Shelby's like, I'm just telling you my philosophy. Wow! Wow, so this is how the legend of the devoted and loving husband of a CEO was born. Yes, you're right. To all of you who watch this, you understand this completely now, right? He didn't say he's married at all. The CEO was never able to clear it up because I jumped to conclusions. Surely, though, you've all had this kind of experience, right? Somebody who's just totally up on themselves and doesn't listen to a word you say and just, oh, right, I know, right? Thank you, all of you in the studio. I truly would like to extend my deepest apologies for making the CEO live with this lie. I'm just devastated. I'd like to start my YouTube apology. The CEO really cares about his members. I'm sure he wasn't able to tell the truth because he gave priority to his members' happiness. And I am just torn up about it. I'm just kidding. So great news to everyone watching Parasite 5. With this, the president of Cupid Corporation, Shelby Snail, is searching for love as well. If you too are seeking love, why not consider him? I will be watching and rooting for him in this endeavor. It's all you had to do, Shelby, in the original round anyway. Thank you, James! By the way, Shelby is called the Prestige Parasite due to his obsession with status. He's perfect for Lost Yorker ladies with high aspirations. Just fit. And that's it for the introduction. Girls who are interested in these problematic guys, please contact Cupid Corporation. After our commercial break, we'll have our boys strut their stuff. Since the theme is sports, we'll have them exercise those hot bods. Do we get that CG of them all topless again? Because I'm okay with that. But I want Peter in that there. To your surprise, in order to showcase the men being their most hottest selves, we have no scripts. Everything will be off the cuff. Wow! For all you Raul Leconite fans, this will be your chance to see the star acting as himself. Wow! Look forward to it after our break. Stay tuned. Okay, can we not be Bomber anymore? I enjoy doing Bomber, but at the same time, it fucking hurts. Los York. It's not even Los York. Like Los Angeles or New York. 2 words. It's Los York. York. Los York. I'm going to say Los York. It's Los York now. It's not Los York. Los York. Los York? It's starting! So, we'll have you exercise here after the commercials end. Are you ready? Yeah, perfectly ready. I'll show you how sexy I am and then you'll want me. Where's my humidifier? What? Oh, we're still working on bringing it in. Okay, come on, it's common sense that you should prepare a humidifier for filming at such a dry place. Ryuki let out a big sigh and sprayed the mist on his face. I'm sorry. Peter's late. I hope he's not lost. The commercial break's ending. Are you ready? Yep. Oh, look at all of our boyfriends. And just push Gil out. But see, it's so funny. Like, oh, I didn't realize how tall Ryuki is. And that's why I always thought, look, he's shorter than everyone else. So what kind of fucking massive giants are the rest of them? Or how short are we? 3, 2, 1, action. 3, 2, 1, action. Thanks for staying tuned. We'll now have a chance to speak with the members of the Parasite 5. That was not a long enough break for me. Now, everyone in the gym, introduce yourselves. Oh, God. Bomber hurts, but I love it. Hi, members of the Parasite 5. How are you doing? Oh, can't be better. I'm doing well. The weather looks nice today, doesn't it? Awkward. Small talk, Shelby. Awkward. Okay, I can definitely tell you're a little nervous. Now first, let's have the advisor of Cupid Corporation, Miss Mirror, introduce them. With Bomber Chorizo's call out, the camera turns to me. According to the script, the introductions start with me. Although still nervous, I open my mouth to speak. Oh, Peter's gonna come bumbling in. Nice to meet you. My name is Spacey Mirror, and I'm an apprentice bridal advisor at Cupid Corp. As someone aspiring to become the Cupid of love, I hope to bring you all the love you deserve. I'll do my best for the next month. How reliable! Actually, she's the current record holder of number of successful marriages in a month! With her in charge, will she find success? I'll find success. I don't know about these bozos. Are we at a comedy roast? Because they're... Now let's move on to the guy's self-introduction. Hi. I'm Gil Lovecraft. I've just been trying to find my wife, but then out of nowhere, everyone started calling me the Lovelorn Parasite. I don't understand why. I've only been in love with Spacey my whole entire life. It's true. I'm still in love with my college sweetheart. She still hasn't noticed me, so... Wait! This is on national TV, right? Someone's got a chronic case of love-itis, huh? Just be sure you don't turn into a stalker. Seriously, watch him. I just want to make her the happiest girl in the world. I definitely don't want to overstep my boundaries, but I can't let her go. And I follow her. And I'm just very attentive to her. Ideally, I'd like her to fall for me, but I know I should give up. That's why I'm looking for love in new places. Yeah, you should get over her before you start dating people. Nobody wants to be the rebound. I'm really giving it my all, even though I wish she would finally recognize my feelings for her. He's doubling down! He must really want her. Viewers, if you're looking for devotion, its name is Gil Lovecraft. If you want him to be devoted to you, that's a whole other story. But I feel like I can't find someone who'll love me back no matter how many times I repeat my life. You'll be fine, Gil. Your work will be rewarded. Next up, Mr. Aconite. Hey there, I'm Raoul Aconite the actor. My hobby is to read texts about mythology and then debate and examine them. Today I brought a statue from my home because I wanted everyone to see it. Hey, camera guy, can you film that over there? Wait, a statue? I didn't get that memo, so I quickly looked toward where the camera pointed. It's actually kind of funny that the statue the whole time is like, Auntie? She's like, it kind of looks like Aunt Minerva, which is funny. Now, it just dawned on me because I completely forgot. Like, I remembered the statue in his route, like, right, the statue he brings, okay, that's funny. But it just now clicked. It takes a long time sometimes for connectors to work in my brain. Be like, oh, it's kind of weird that he had the statue of Minerva, and then she's obsessed with him and trying because he was Alexander the Great. But that could also explain his obsession with mythology because he was Alexander the Great and he knew a goddess, and like maybe that's somewhere in the back of it. You know what I mean? Like it kind of all you're like, and it just now clicked. I'm sure somebody else was like, duh. But like, whoa, oh. I'm not the brightest crayon today. Or just anytime we play this game. I don't know. Maybe that's why I like the himbos in this game, because we're on the same fucking intelligence level at this moment. I'm slightly smarter, okay? I just missed some obvious shit. Okay, anyway. Auntie? A statue that looked just like my aunt, Lady Minerva, was there. This is a statue of Neptune that I personally commissioned. I'm sure everyone's familiar with the 12 Olympians, right? Oh, right, that's right. He had it commissioned because he thought Minerva was Neptune when she saved him. I forgot about that. Never mind, so it's not. I was like, it's weird that he has a statue that's Minerva that, like, no, okay, never mind, I forgot that. So never mind, that's why it didn't, that little connector didn't click, because that, I forgot that part. So, okay, never mind, just never mind. They're the 12 main gods in Greek mythology. The Romans called them the DC. Their stories are my favorite. In fact, they're the reason I got into mythology in the first place, but I like Norse, Japanese, and Egyptian myths, too. There's a lot of common ground between all of their myths, surprisingly. For example, lots of cultures mention a great flood, and... Well, this looks like a great statue, but how much did you spend on your hobby? I've never really totaled it up before, but maybe around $600,000? Spacey just died. That's a lot of money. Wait, $600,000? Yeah, well, just this year. Wow! Wow, now that's a Sillywood star for you. We got ourselves a hobbyist with deep, deep pockets. I like to reach my hand into those deep pockets for multiple reasons. That was Raoul Aconite, the obsessed parasite. Will we be able to find love? Next up, Alan. We're not going to be able to finish these introductions.
Hello, my friends. I'm Ellen Melville. As you know, I just love girls that are in love.
And our goal is to break him of that extremely bad habit by the end of the series.
I'm also great at picking out the perfect pillow. Its length and thickness can completely change your sleeping experience.
I just imagine he said that with so much innuendo in it.
So come see me. We can lay down together and find the right one for you. And if you're already in love, I'll take great care of you.
Hold on, I gotta turn on my light in here because it's dark. Also, Birdie's getting restless. Hold on a second. Hold! Wait!
Alright, do you have to go boobies? Cause you're getting very restless and fidgety. You gonna do boobies? Good boy. Come back.
Where you going? Come here. I can't reach you. I also can't reach your poopies. My things don't reach that far. Hold on. I got a tissue right here. Nope. There we go. Sorry. Bird was getting very fidgety, and when he gets fidgety, he needs to poop, so we had to, like, walk around the corner into my bathroom to make sure that... Ah! Now my cord is stuck under the door. Oh, crap. All right, hold on. Sorry. I just, like, he has been sitting on my shoulder quiet and good, but, like, if we're gonna go a few minutes over, he's gonna end up pooping on me and then getting, like, yelled at for being a jerk.
Thank you for not pooping on me. She's a good boy. He's a good birdie.
And then I had to turn the light on for him, too, so anyway.
So come see me. We can lay down together and find the right one for you. And if you're already in love, I'll take great care of you.
We already read that. Yes, well, we're going to do our very best to fix this thieving parasite. And next, Mr. Snail, please show off your charm. I'm Shelby Snail, 32 years old. Do you have any hobbies, or... My hobby is to stay SS. My strengths are sleeping little and working long. So attractive. What is this SS thing? I'm referring to the SS rank. Look at him, he's like, oh wait, I'm proud of this. So that means Mr. Snail has very high aspirations and makes every effort to stay in the SS rank. I hope we can find you a nice match. Now next, Ryuki-kun. My full name is Ryuki of Keisain. Hello. He actually talked, but that might have been the worst introduction ever. Fun fact, Ryuki-kun is the youngest guy here. Anyway, on to the interview. So, do you have any hobbies or things you're into? Natto. Oh, so you like natto, a classic Japanese dish. Actually, Ryuki-kun is originally from Japan. He's come all the way to Lost York to further his career as a designer. He's got a super artistic sensibility and... Right in my face. And as you can see, he's happy to hit you with some hydrating mist if you're looking dehydrated. Hopefully he'll reveal a few of his skincare routine secrets as the series goes on. As my mascara is running down my face now like a fucking raccoon. Now, since our first theme is sports, let's have them exercise to show off how sports-oriented they are. The weirdest fucking dating show. Let's have you sports. Guys, what sports are you good at?
Sports, huh? Since we can't do bouldering here. Basketball, I guess. I'm not that good, but I like it. I'm not good at any sports. Well, maybe I'm good at exercising in bed.
I like how we say shit like this and you're like, virgin. In bed, but only in your mind. You know, I kind of get it. Wow, cranking up the sex appeal already. But we can't have you demonstrate and having our program act, so give us a regular sport. Oh, then mine is pancration. I actually competed in the world tournaments. Whoa, another new fun fact for Raul. Feel free to take that info for free, Aconite fans. How about you, fashion boy? Pilates. How fashionable indeed. Exercise for beauty, I guess. How about you, President Shelby? He swims. My daily routine is to swim in the pool. Wow, an independent sport, huh? But this is a gymnasium, so we'll have you swim on a different occasion. I feel like Bomber's voice is going off the rails, but it's very hard to do right now. Considering this, maybe we should take Gil's idea and have ourselves a game of basketball. But we only have 5 in the Parasite 5, so it'd be a hassle to try and have a match. Sorry to keep you waiting. I've brought you the humidifier. In that moment, the door slammed open and Peter rushed in with the humidifier. Well, now we have to... You knew when he's like, we only have 5. I'm like, cue Peter. Oh, Peter, we already went live with the filming. Without noticing that the camera was on, Peter walked up to Ryuki. This is what you wanted, right? You're late. The live program's already started. What? Nice timing! Then let's have that boy participate with a 3-on-3 match! Peter looked puzzled when the camera turned on him. Then he noticed the number of eyes settling on him, and he slowly stepped back. What's this all about? I've done nothing wrong.
Great. Now let's play basketball with these 6 members. Any objections?
Basketball? I'll do anything I can, but... Then it's decided! For the teams, how about we have Peter, Gil, and Ryuki versus Shelby, Alan, and Raul? But I want Peter with Alan and Raul. Shelby, you and Peter need to switch so I can have my top 3 with the... Looks like everybody's pumped! Well then, let the game begin! Like this, the 3-on-3 match began, but... We'll have to find out what happens in the next part, because we're at time. I really hope there's an amazing fucking CG of, like, Peter getting just hit in the face with a ball or some shit. Could we... Shirts versus skin... Wait. Yes. Take your shirt off. We've already seen Peter naked, basically, so whatever. We've already seen him with his top off, but we could get a nice CG of it. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.